Peace out, bye. Peace out, bye.
Peace out, bye.
Hey, welcome to the Developmental Focus Point. I'm your host, Bo Scarbrough, and with me as always, my two hosts, the Alabama legends, Christion Jones and Blake Sims, and we're brought to you by Workspace Solution and financial partner. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. What's up, Christion? What's up, Blake?
What's cracking?
What's going on, fellas?
What y'all thinking about this XFL going on right now, man?
Hey,
Very interesting when in terms of the rules and stuff. That they got some.
Yeah.
They got some different stuff going on, man.
They were telling me about I didn't want to watch the game, but they were telling me about the kickoff, how they got the 5 yards in between, and they got a guy back deep.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Very different.
Yeah. And then the outside kick rule. It's like fourth and like 20 something.
Oh yeah, well you can either go for it.
That's how AJ won the game.
Okay, 4th and 15.
Yeah, 4th and 15, fully. 4th and 15.
That's cold.
Yeah, AJ went for the 4th and 15, made it, and then turned around. They went for 3 from the 10.
So you go for 3 from the 10.
Yeah, 3 from the 10. I think it 1 point from like 3 yards away.
I think the USFL, I think we almost lost the championship game with that. It's a odd rule. It like you can go for like if you go for 2 or 3 or something, you get the ball back. Like if you make the 2 or
if
3,
you make it,
yeah. Like if you score, and then you want to go for like 2, I think in 2 or 3. If you make it, you get the ball back. Like we kick it off to you again.
Y'all think the NFL adapted some of these rules?
Yeah, got to.
I mean, it's gonna take away the fun from the game because we wanted to see people like you, Christion, run the ball.
Yeah,
true. Yeah. Where they'll take away the kick. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
they would got Devin Hester paid.
True.
Kickoff return.
Hey, what jersey I like the most?
I ain't seen them all, B. I ain't seen them all.
I can see Seattle right now, man. I'm ready to see that home jersey.
What color they is?
Huh?
What color are they?
They orange and green.
Orange and green.
Oh, they got that. They got that FAMU going.
Yeah. They clean them and the Defenders was nice too. Defenders, they joined the DC Defenders.
What color they is? Who the blue? Who the blue and gray team?
That's the team I think AJ played for, right?
Yeah, he
played back on
the St. Louis Battlehawks or something like that.
Yeah, boy, I know them teams, boy.
Yeah, he be on it, coach. He on it.
Come on, man.
Well, tell us some more about it, Blake. I want to hear some more.
Was you able to watch the games, Blake? Any of the games?
I watched some of the game. It's one running back that I think that would Bo that he plays for the Houston Roughnecks.
Who is it?
I don't know the kid's name. I know the team's names, but I don't know the players' names like that. You know what I'm saying? But they got a running back out there that looked like Christian McCaffrey a little bit. I'm not saying
I think I seen that on Twitter.
Saying identical, but I'm saying this kid, hey, throughout the season, he's gonna be talked about a lot.
Okay. I seen that on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah, man. I think some of the quarterbacks look good. I think a lot of teams has a mesh as a whole.
True.
In their own concepts. You know what I'm saying? I think that the offensive lineman the communication was wrong, had a lot of sacks. We had a lot of missed mic points. If it wasn't a missed mic points, the communication within the line, they wasn't communicating very well. When you had to pass off defenders, I feel like that's what I mean by the communication. I feel like that was a defense looking good. I think defense looking good. One corner that stuck out to me was number 15 from the defenders.
Is that the red? Is that the red and white team? The Defenders?
I think so.
I think so too.
Is they red and white, Blake?
Yeah, they were right.
Okay, yeah.
That's the team Cardell Jones played for last year.
Okay. Got you.
But that boy The Rock, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I always been a fan of The Rock, even when he was wrestling. They said my boy was in the middle of the field the first game, talking too long, man.
You would have did the same thing.
No, I just said I respect the man. See, look, I'm done with it. That's how it starts right there. I just said I respect the man and I like everything he did. I'm just saying that other people have comments about what he was just his, like, we understand it's about bringing kids back, but they just wish that would have been more about the kids and not so much about his story, because he has a TV show out about his story. Everybody knows about the Rock story. So that's just the comments I was reading. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Now, Blake, you was in Tampa for a little bit in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
How long you was down there?
I was there for a year. I was there for a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you like it?
Tampa was cool, man. I like the city. I like it for sure.
You ain't say nothing about the organization.
Hold on. Get now. I like the city. The city very well. It's hot, boy. It's hot. You gotta be hydrated down there.
You was playing running back, right?
I'm playing running back. Hey, boy, taking them hits and carrying that ball, boy. It's different in that heat now. It's different.
You doing your thing down there too.
Nice though. I think we had Dirk Kirk. He had just left Atlanta. He was the head coach at Atlanta, and Atlanta had hired Dan Quinn. And Dirk Kirk went to he came to Tampa. He was the head coach for Tampa, but he was also the offensive coordinator. And he ran the team very well, man. He had a great relationship with all the players. Like, you know how they used to have the rookie talent show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, he was the truth. He was the truth, because I was in camp with Green Bay and Washington, so I kind of see how a couple organizations did they rookie talent shows and stuff. But nice though, man. I really did. That was one team that I really wish that I could have stayed longer.
Which one?
Tampa. Yeah. Tampa. That's why I wish I would have stayed a little bit longer. I mean, it's just some things I didn't really like that they did. You feel me? But it's just how things work when the league. You know what I'm saying? If they got somebody, if they need to bring in 2 more linemen, they might have to let you go because you the bad end of the stick. You might be out in care, and then you know what I'm saying, people outside looking in would be like, dang, why you got cut? Or you might not have been good or whatever. No, it's just in camp we lost 2 linemen. Mm-hmm. So that made it to where they had to let go 1 running back, and I just got there. Cause I think we had Doug Martin, Charles Sims, I can't remember the other runner, Peyton Barber from Auburn.
Yeah.
We had Peyton Barber, and we had 1 more running back, but me and Peyton was the one in competition. But they had already paid Peyton. You feel me? I was the one at the talent show. You gotta get your school and your team and your position and what your signing bonus was. Because I was the only one that got up there and said, I'm just glad to be here.
Ain't even nothing to talk about.
Hey, I just look like this. Hey man, Blake Scarbrough, University of Alabama, athlete. What else, coach? It was like signing bonus. Ain't one. Ain't one. You feel me? That's how they took Rock, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. Seeing my dog, even seeing my dog get cut. You feel me? Down there in Tampa, man. Like, You feel me? I wish they can like handle players better. Like when a player asks you, "What can I do to get better?" Just don't shove me out the door. Like spend that time.
Okay, it's a lot of teams won't even. You don't even get to talk to the head coach. You see that guy. You know everybody know who that guy is. It's a guy. It's always you don't want to get close to him. You don't want to shake his hand. You don't even want to speak to him when he's in the building. When the old head hit you with it, when you see him, you don't want to see him. So a lot of times people don't even understand. A lot of times you don't get to sit like we sitting in front of the coaches and say, "Coach, what I did, what I can do better, or what I did this and that, or you got a connection where somebody else can use me or something like that." A lot of times you pack them bags and you back at the hotel finna get up calling your agent talking about what time your flight is.
Yeah.
You didn't even talk to the coach.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even understand that.
And your agent tell you, get off it. You going to Green Bay. You going to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Man, like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, how you get treated as a rookie, bro, down there, how you get treated as like a walk-on at Bama, bro.
That's true.
Like, I ain't just saying at Bama because we don't treat our walk-on bad, but I'm just saying, like.
Man, listen, our walk-ons at Bama can go to other schools and start. That's how
true.
good our walk-ons are. And a lot of people doesn't know that. Like,
yeah.
Look at Levi Wallace. He was a walk-on. Yeah. He's in the NFL.
Yeah.
There are plenty of Levi Wallace that it's just not enough scholarship to give.
And don't get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the key. A free agent, you a free agent, coming in camp or coming in OTAs, Ricky Minicamp, please don't get hurt. You get hurt.
For the conditioning test, fool.
I've seen a guy get hurt, and he was hurt for 2 months. Like we was there, Ricky Minicamp, when I first went to Miami. He got hurt the second week there. They kept him on all the way until we got there May 7th. They kept him on to the end of June. You know, back then we used to get that month. I don't know, they still do it now. You get that month of July.
Yeah.
You get the month of July. At the OTAs, the end of June, you get the month of July. He had the month of July, got rehab. He reported to camp. They cleared him and then cut him.
Just so they won't have to pay him.
Just so they wouldn't have to pay him.
Yeah, man. That's why hey, man, I had a chance to win me a Super Bowl, man, when I was with the Atlanta Falcons, cuz. That's a fact, man. They didn't want to pay my boy Freeman. They didn't want to keep it. They knew they were going to have to pay my boy free the next year. Right after that game, knew they were going to have to pay my boy free, man. The league crazy, bro. That's why that junk coming out about the script. I'm telling you. I'm starting to believe it.
But it's for real. It's levels. It's levels. When that free agent, 7th round, 6th round, 5th round, 4th round, it's totally different from 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round. It's at those levels. Like, okay, if a 5th rounder get hurt, he's still gonna get a chance. They still gonna mold him in to see what they got. He gonna at least be there for a year unless he's just not doing anything right. Like I said, 6th, 7th round, free agent, bro. You got no room for error. Like, you got to walk around the facility the right way. You got to talk to the folks the right way. It's like you being micromanaged everything you do when you like at the bottom of the totem pole, because it's almost like I heard somebody say, like, when you get drafted, when you're in the draft, they look for every reason not to pay you. Yeah. So when you at the bottom of the totem pole, they looking for every reason to get you out of it. Like Blake said, if our backup quarterback get hurt and you a part of the numbers game and you don't really show any value where they can feel like they can replace you, you the first one gone. And I mean, and NFL, it don't matter how much you balling. It don't even matter how much you ball. You can just go 2-3 touchdowns in a preseason game. And you like, why am I at home? I just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it just and to me, I feel like sometimes the way you're handled is sort of like a bad lingering smell that follows you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like other teams don't really want to get you in for workouts. It's like, especially if you get hurt, it's almost like, yeah, right there, guy off, he ain't ready. But injuries is part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that I don't get an opportunity, and I know I'm better than like every last one of us that been on the roster and looked around and was like, bro, I'm killing this. I'm dogging it. I'm talking about the guys who get M's. I'm out here going crazy. But that's just part of the process. A lot of people don't see because they put their money makers to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So everybody on the back end, if they ain't at practice, they don't really see how you really get down when it in terms of your performance level.
Hey, I got a question for both of y'all, and I think this is gonna touch at the heart a little bit. When you on these NFL teams, you feel me, and you got your guy come in, you know what I'm saying? Like say Bo, when you was Detroit, you see John walk in that locker room, and you gonna be like, boy, yes, I got somebody that I'm cool with, that I know that my brother. You know what I'm saying? When y'all see each other, fool, you gotta pull up in the house, fool. You know we gonna kick it.
Right.
What is that feeling when you see that guy that, like Jones said, that everybody tries to avoid? When you see him walk up to your partner, your rising partner that you just got them playing college ball with, and just want a natty with and everything, you know he probably like a nigga like me, fool, that like went 4 years straight. I mean, a dude like me went 4 years straight, and you know what I'm saying? I got my opportunities to see, and then when I get to the league, bro, you know I'm still working my butt off. For the shit,
Right.
like a guy like me get cut, like how does that touch you? Like, does that like give you more?
But you probably seen it more than me, so I'm gonna let you rock out.
Does that give you more drive, or do it be like, oh, I got to get it for the game?
You say is it a what?
I said, do it like give you more, like do it add like fuel to your fire, or do it be like I got to do it for the game?
I would say it is. All right, so in the beginning, right? You know, you start off with 90 guys, right? So it be all fun and game until that first 10 gone. So when the first 10 gone, you like, damn, I gotta get on, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get on my shit. You know what I mean? Like I can't now is it kind of in your head like is I'm next. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the situation that you in, like when I was in Detroit, like I knew my situation. I knew I, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna be there, but because of what I had done in the past for him. And it's like for like he don't even have to be on the team. Like the guy he up there at the Jets now. I can't think of his name right off the bat, but me and him had like, you know, good relationship. I'm gonna use JD McKissick as an example. Me and JD from Alabama. He from Phoenix City. I'm from, you know, Utah, Alabama. We both was in Seattle together. That's how we met. So you know what I'm saying? Seattle cut him, Detroit pick him up. And then later on, Seattle cut me, and then I go to Detroit. You know, so we both in Detroit. So I got somebody there that I know, you know what I'm saying? Plus D-Han with there. And then Ashawn with there as well. And it's like, and when they let JD go, I'm like, but I can understand because JD went and got more money. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to bring him back for a minimum contract, but Washington gave him what, 3 million and no, yeah, 3 or 4 million and 2.5 million signing bonus, something like that. You know, over the course of 3 years. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I hate to see him go, but I love to see him, you know what I'm saying, make his money.
Right.
And it's like, it's basically like, man, when one of your guys get let go, it's like you got it in your head, like, hey, I gotta be on my, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, damn, I feel, you know what I'm saying, sorry for him. Is yeah, I do, but at the same time, I got to do my job. You know, if I'm spending time worrying about my partner who just got cut and someone else on a team, I can't be worried about that.
Right.
You know, so I just had to learn that. Tavon Austin taught me something a long time ago, and he said, "The coaches is not your friend." And he told me that when we first got there, you know, And then I hear him telling I ain't gonna call no name. I hear him tell another guy like, hey, you joke and laugh with these coaches all day, but at the end of the day, when it come down to it, they ain't gonna be there for you because guess what? The position coach have no control over who get cut or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and I be damn, the guy will go in the next 2 days. And then like, wow, like, and this one of the guys that you see, he gonna joke. He, you know what I'm saying? He gonna give you a laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy that you love to see coming. You know what I'm saying? And now he gone. It's like everything's quiet. So
And it get real.
Yeah. I remember when I was in Dallas, when I got drafted by Dallas, we got the May 10th. I bullshit you not. We had a guy that was gone May 15th. You only have 3 days of the little
Rookie mini camp.
Yeah, before I think it's like the little 3 workout days. Rookie mini camp on the 3 days, right?
Yeah, the rookie mini camp. Yeah.
Yeah, and I be damn. He was gone. You know, I'm like, damn. I'm asking, like, you know, what such and such a day? Like, oh, bro, he got cut yesterday. I said, yesterday? I was here yesterday. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when you see old buddy with that hat to the back come and ask you for the iPad.
You don't even say nothing, man. Like you said, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
And when then don't let everybody on the team like you, and then they see you get cut, and they're like, and they see the guy in the locker room, everybody like, oh no.
Yeah, you get that.
Oh, for real. You know, and you ain't even made it upstairs yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen that happen. You know what I'm saying? But
it's sad, bro.
Yeah, and you know, like you said,
fuck out cold too. Y'all keep everything. I don't want all that. Everything.
Yeah, I want all my Adidas shit that I did. I was sponsored. Give me my shit. You know what I mean? I was sponsored by
yes, sir.
So if I leave, but you know, they gonna send you everything, you know what I'm saying, that you need, but that is like they measure you for your shoulder pads, so you have your own personal shoulder pad. So they sent the shoulder pads and everything. Okay. So, like Christion Jones said, the injuries. I had a grade 2 calf strain in Seattle. I had 7 carries for 45 yards. So do the math on that per carry.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I took a helmet to the hand, and like it's like, you know, when you get hit in the hand, it's like you gotta hold it down, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel it for a minute, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I got hit in the hand, and then I thought it was broke because I couldn't feel it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They like that more like, you know, it's swelled up on me, so I get an X-ray and everything. And you know, like Christion Jones said, you go crazy in the preseason, then he's like, why am I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? But because of I missed a preseason game. If I didn't miss a preseason game, I would have been there.
Yeah,
right.
Everything happened for a reason. My career took off in Detroit. But but anyway, I'm gonna move forward, and we're gonna talk introduce our guests tonight. You know, one of the best to ever play at Alabama in that secondary. Got drafted first round, 21st pick. Then he turned 21. I was like, oh, everything 21, ain't it?
His birthday on the 21st.
Yeah, his birthday on the 21st. So he's like 21. 21 Savage on here, you know what I'm saying? But he's a great guy. He doesn't, you know, he's not a flashy guy. He's not a guy that, you know, he wants everyone to see him. He's a guy that does his job and gonna be what he's supposed to be and do what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it and where he's supposed to do it. And that is Clint Dix.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? I appreciate that intro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like 21.
Come on, man. Gotta rep that. Gotta rep that.
Well, let me pop the first question off, man.
What you got for me, buddy?
So in the Natty, man, all the fans are Nattying against Notre Dame. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I know what you finna ask me.
That when everybody found out about the 6. You feel me? Cause look, Bo, me and High had a conversation the other day. Like, he kind of like every 6 that came behind him is kind of legendary. Oh, we are legendary.
They're just like the 9 pieces. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we ain't gonna talk about that now. We talk about
no. You know what you do to that 6? You just turn it upside down, baby. What you on the side?
Come on. So, Hi, you had a crazy game in the Natty, man. Let me go and say that now, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Let me say that. And who was your host when you came to Bama?
John Fulton.
And who else?
And Blake Sims.
Oh, okay. I'm putting it out there now. You wouldn't have high credits if it wasn't for the boy.
But he called John Fulton name first, so obviously he had the biggest impact, right?
Well, I say John Fulton name first because my first time meeting him, me and my mom and my grandparents, we went to Bryan to the dorm. And I guess I had just got out of some workouts or something. And John came to the door in his drawers. I guess he was tired, just woke up, and really was kind of mad that we kind of interrupted his sleep. And the first thing he said to me was, "You think about coming to Bama? This shit real now. I'm telling you that now. You better think twice about coming here. It's real now. Think twice before you come here." And I just stuck in my head so much my freshman year when I got here, man. And I understood what he was saying when I first got here, but I didn't at the time.
Man, you know what? I was talking to Dre Kirk when I was getting recruited, and it was at the game, and Dre Kirk said the same thing that John Fulton said to me.
Yeah.
Thinking about coming to Bama?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And he said the exact thing. Hey, this shit real. It'll make you think twice about, do you really love football?
I'm telling you.
Like, if I can do it all again, you know, I go to you know what I'm saying? But you know, it just talk when you there. You don't want to really be in other school. You rather, you know what I'm saying, be at Bama. But
Right.
I can like a lot of people don't know like the real standard of Alabama, like how we used to be, like, you know, back in the day when HaHa was there, when you were there, when I was there. It's totally different now.
Yeah, of course.
So, tell us about your recruitment process.
Just going back from high school, man. I was, of course, a 5-star safety. Didn't really understand how. I didn't realize. You know, I knew it was a big deal to be a 5-star, but I didn't know how serious it was at the time. And I got recruited by everybody, man. I could have went to any school in the country. My family are Gator fans, man. My whole entire family are Gator fans, and I got family that live in Gainesville as well. So everybody thought I was going to be a Gator. You know, they just knew I was going to Florida. It wasn't even no question they didn't even ask. I was going to Florida. I got my first offer from Colorado State, and I actually wrote them a thank you letter once I did commit and go to Alabama, just thanking them for.
Go there now? Not Dion now?
Colorado State, not
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado State.
Come on,
I wrote my first letter, just tell them thank you, because once they sent my first letter of intent or I guess my offer letter, man, offers started coming from everywhere. And man, I started growing from there. And my junior year, man, Coach Saban flew in on the helicopter and came and got me out of Spanish class. And you know, at the time, that's all I was seeing on TV was Alabama. Previously, they had lost to Florida, and the next year they won the Natty against Texas. So as soon as he came and got me out of Spanish class, and you know, gave me those words of affirmation of, hey, you know, I love your talent, man. I think you can be a even better player if you come play for me. I won't promise you shit. All right, but if you can follow the rules and buy into the process that we have created here at the University of Alabama, I can assure you will leave with a degree and have a chance to play in the NFL if you follow the rules that I have, you know, set in stone in place. And I hadn't had a head coach tell me that. You know, I always had a coach tell me what they could do for me and what they would give me, and there wasn't no integrity behind it. So when Saban came and got me out of Spanish class, that's all he had to do, and I committed
I was committed already then and didn't waver from it. So I committed as a junior, man, and stayed locked in with Saban from then on out. He would call me every week just to make sure I was okay, anything I wanted to talk about, or just come up there and see him and stuff like that. Like, he was really dialed in to making sure I stayed committed to Alabama and making sure I didn't waver my commit because I had committed so early and I was a 5-star. He didn't, he hadn't seen it in a while or really at all to see a 5-star commit that early and stay committed. So my loyalty to Saban was second to none.
Yeah, I think that we probably the only two that committed to Bama as juniors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I committed to Bama as a junior too, and I was the first one to commit in the 2014 class.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was I committed in the 10th grade? I think. I don't know. I can't remember, bro. I was committed for so long,
I just committed early just to get it over with, man. I mean, it wasn't a hard process, especially when I came down to Saudi University and the facilities and the academics facility and everything. Like, it was already set in stone. I didn't need to see nothing else.
Right. True enough. So tell us, if you don't mind, tell us about your time in the NFL.
Yeah, man. Played 8 seasons in the NFL. 5 with Green Bay. I got traded to Washington. I played a year in Chicago as well with Eddie Jackson, my 6th year. 7th year, COVID happened. I was with the Dallas Cowboys. Wasn't in the right state of mind as far as what everything was going on in society with COVID and my grandparents getting sick. The NFL was unsure if they were going to pay us to even be there. So with so much riffraff in it, man, I ended up getting released from Dallas, not because of my play or my attitude or anything, but because I felt like they probably didn't see enough of me. When you're a new person on a different staff, you got to kind of create those relationships with coaches. And without having enough time with them, they really didn't know me as an individual, who I was and my character. And they released me, man. They wanted me to go play somewhere else. And I just had a lot of my mind, man. My contract was guaranteed. They was telling us, hey, if you get COVID now and you got to sit out for 2 weeks, you're not getting paid for those 2 weeks. So it's kind of like I'm putting my life on the line for my family and X, Y, and Z. You tell me if I get sick, I won't get paid as well. So I just decided to sit out in 2020. Came back the next year and did training camp year 8 with San Fran. Had a pretty good training camp, man. I enjoyed my time in San Fran. Great opportunity, great team. Probably one of the great defenses I've been a part of. And you know what I head coach at now? That was my DC. He at Houston now, who was also an Alabama alumni. And it was awesome to play with him. But I ended up going to play in Vegas. I was around 12 Bama boys, man, and it was a great time in Vegas, man. I enjoyed it, man, and just the scenery. Having my B-side 5 brothers with me to bring me in, man. Gave me a car, gave me a room to stay. I didn't have to pay no bills. It was amazing, man. And I ended up finishing my 8th year with the Denver Broncos. And after that, man, I got a credit season, played 4 games, and got that added to my pension, man. And after the season, dog, I just followed back, man, and looked at myself in the mirror, man, and asked myself that I want to continue doing this. And of course, I wanted to still play ball, but I just left it in God's hand, man, and read it right on the wall, and wanted to move forward from ball. So 8 years in the league, man, all pro bowler, led the team in tackles previous years, team captain, man. It was an honor to play in Green Bay, of course, man, one of the most prestigious organizations in the world, just like Titletown down here in Tuscaloosa. Same traditional atmosphere, man. It was awesome to play in Green Bay and not have to worry about anything but football, kind of like how it is in Tuscaloosa. So it was an easy transition for me, man. And I just had to grow as an individual and continue learning, man, and creating resources for myself. So my time in the league, man, was amazing, man. I don't regret anything, man, because I was always where my feet was during the season, after the season, connecting with my teammates and making sure I'm shaking hands with the right people. So when I do lead this game, I got people I can fall back on and kind of got me in the right direction as far as going into my 40s.
Why you ain't let me score when we played against y'all?
You know what? I thought about it, Bo, but you was too turned up, dog, and I can see it in your eyes. I remember you broke a long one on us, dog, and I tried to shoot you low, and you still have about 8 yards. So you was juiced up for sure, man. That game, I can't even lie to you.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I like, haha, don't want me to score. Eddie Jackson trying to knock the ball out my hand. I'm like, hey, I thought we were boys.
But we know the mentality when we on that grass, dog.
Yeah.
It's no loafing, man. And you know what loafing mean to us, man. It mean playing for the other team. We weren't finna play for Detroit, so man, we was locked in. And we know your mentality. Like you ain't finna let up on us. So if I come in there, half-assed, I know I might have a chance to get my ass ran over, did bad, and being on ESPN or something. So I was just trying to do my part, Bo.
Yeah, I already know.
Hey,
I had to joke with you.
Tell us a little bit about when you signed to Chicago and you knew you was gonna play with Eddie and everything.
So man, it was up in the air, man. I had Eddie pull me one way, and I had Landon Collins pull me the other way. Landon had just signed a deal in Washington, where I just left, man, and Washington was offering me way more money than Chicago, but I had just been there in Washington, and I got to see what the organization was like. And coming from Green Bay to Washington was like night and day. That place was Lord and Well shit at the time. Not based off the facility in the organization, but just based off the energy in the building. And clearly we found out what was going on in that organization. Probably 4-5 months later, with all the stuff going on with misconduct with females and just a lot of stuff that was going on that I didn't know and I didn't see, but I could just feel it going into that building every day. And I just didn't like it, And when Landon was going there, man, they had already changed the coaching staff, and it was kind of getting a new face in there, changing the identity of the program. And I could understand that, but for me to go back to a situation where I knew I didn't feel comfortable, I didn't feel good going into work. It wasn't about the money. It was about being in a good space, going into work so I could perform and be at my best. And I felt like Chicago was going to give me that opportunity, being with Eddie Jackson and, him telling me all the great things about Chicago and the city and that defense that they had, man. I realized how important it is to have a front seven later on in my career, man. We had some dogs over there in Chicago. So I passed up to play with Landon, and I really wanted to play with Lando, to play with Bo Jack, man. And I think it was one of the best decisions I could make in my career. And me and you both know, all of us know, that life is always about decision making.
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
It's so important that you make those decisions.
Y'all did have a true 5 front seven. Like, man, y'all had Khalil Mack. Y'all had
Danny Trevathan.
Y'all had them dogs.
Akeem Hicks. A guy named Roy.
Then y'all had
Leonard Floyd.
Then y'all had Raekwon
in the middle.
Yeah.
We had Kyle Fuller outside. We had Prince Akamura, whatever is how you pronounce his last name. That's my boy. I hate to disrespect his last name like that, but it made my job a lot easier being able to play in Chicago, man. And that's what I wanted. Not easy in a way of me being able not to do my job as an easy thing, but when you got that front seven, man, it allow you to play a lot faster, not worry about certain things. And that's what I was looking for, man. So I would honestly say, man, my best year as a pro was in Chicago. I had a great time, man. Eddie challenged me to work on certain things as far as my man-to-man and understanding when 200 ball is inside breaking routes. Trusting my technique, man. I can say playing with Eddie, man, really turned my game up to another notch, man. It was fun, dog. Anytime you playing with a Bama player that know the standard and know the why we doing stuff, man, it's easy to go to war with.
Yeah.
We always had the mentality that, we'll die for this shit. That was our mentality. Being in Alabama, man. And it was the same mentality in the league, not necessarily dying, but at the end of the day, we was ready to die for each other, man. And that's what made us, so close and brought our brotherhood together, because we understood the philosophy and what we was trying to get done. Right. So choosing which Bama brother to play with was definitely hard, but I think I definitely made a great decision playing in Chicago.
Yeah, like you said, walking into a situation that you don't know about versus a situation that you do know about, especially like when I went to Detroit, and met people just like Coach Saban, like everything, practice, meeting, everything was just like Alabama. Even game time, we didn't play music out loud. He wanted to have your headphones in. So when I play my music and got my headphones in and I'm rapping the music out loud as I'm getting dressed, And I feel like I can just feel like people just watching me. So when I turn around, like, bro, the whole locker room just looking at me. So I take my headphone. I'm like, "What's up?" They like, "Bro, we ain't never seen nobody come in here and do that." I'm like, "Do what?" They were like, "You can't play music out loud." I'm like, "I'm rapping." He like, "That's the point. We ain't never seen it." I was like, I mean, he said have your own music. He ain't say you couldn't rap it, you know? And like I already knew the process of it. Like I already knew the philosophy and what he was asking for, that people couldn't understand what he was asking for, and people didn't understand why we did things. But when I first got there, and people were like, "Boy, D-Hand told me, bro, just like Bama. You ain't got nothing to worry about, just like Bama." I'm like, "Oh yeah." When I get in there, it's the exact same thing. Like Alabama is like, I felt like I've been there already. And when you feel like you've been somewhere already, you can be yourself, like confident to be yourself, opposed to going to a situation you don't know the system like that, you don't know what's really going on. Now you're actually playing cautious because you don't want to mess up. And you know how it go. Like once you fuck up, they try to, use that against you. But yeah, man, I had a great time playing against you, man. It was fun, to have maybe 6 of us on the field at the same time, that came from the same school, that knew each other. And it was just, we never got a chance to actually play together in college, but playing against you, I knew who you were, and it was just, something special, amazing to be playing against you.
I appreciate that, Bo, no doubt.
Hey, also, what's your advice to these younger kids that's dealing with all this money that they getting and all this attention that they're getting on social media?
You just got to be careful with the attention you get, man. It can make it or break it. It got its pros and cons in it. I just encourage them, man, to stay off the internet. Stop looking at the bullshit on the internet because it can be a distraction. But I mean, it's cool, man. I think the NIL stuff is awesome, man. It's an opportunity for guys to build their brand that a lot of them don't know about, and to get a head start on it, versus us, man. When we was in school, the only brand we knew was the A on the front of our chest. And when we got to the league, you had a chance to kind of brand off and branch off and, build your identity after you left Bama. But with these guys getting a head start on their name, image, and likeness, I think it's awesome, man. It's an opportunity for them to level up if football doesn't work out. Because, honest truth, man, a lot of guys ain't going to the league. The beautiful thing is, man, they got other professional leagues that are thriving and doing well. So it gives kids another opportunity to still play professional ball, which I think is awesome. But just being able to, build your legacy and your brand is definitely a plus, man. And, here at Alabama, man, we don't necessarily believe in giving the kids a ton of money and they haven't came in and proven anything or run the game or made a tackle. So we kind of lose guys from that perspective. But the ones that want to come here to win championships and trust the process and buy in are the ones we want, are the ones we're looking for, man, to come in here and set the standard and be great, and help guys get to where they want to get. The one thing NIL does do is it weaves out the bullshit people, weaves out the bullshit players, and it shows where their focus is. These guys are focused on money. You kind of lose the focus on what you came here to do, man. That's to graduate and go to the NFL. And it's a good thing for NFL scouts as well, because you get to weave out the bullshit again. Certain guys you ain't got to look at, guys that go into the transfer portal. Where your loyalty at, where your grit at, and that shows, man, and that kind of puts a red flag on your name when coaches see you transferring every year. It just ain't a good look for guys, man. But I think it's a great opportunity for guys to grow and create, revenue for their families. Like I said, when we was in school, man, practice, study hall, more meetings, and also worrying about your family back home. Is the light still on at the house? Have my sister ate? Is the rent paid? So we had a lot on our plate, but with guys being able to get a little money, man, they're able to send money back home to their loved ones, to their family, and that's less of a distraction for them. So I think it's awesome for these guys to make money and do great things.
No.
Tell Reggie, man. I know the pants he got on.
I had to mute it. I had to mute it because he got that music up.
I know them pants hugging his calf.
You know they tight.
Hugging your calves.
Look here. You just mad.
You just mad.
Hey, I wish I had your calf though. You feel me? Blade.
High easy.
Trent, Reggie, what it do, baby?
Man,
What it do, gang?
man, I see with your Coach Saban shorts on, man, coaching.
You see me? I got a bunch of them too. They lined up, all black, 7 pair of black Nike shorts. Crazy out there, McGill. Lock a little crazy right now. Y'all don't understand. Look, I ain't never had this much Ben McGill in my life.
Hey, Spring, give you what you want now, huh?
Man, every single thing. I got my 7 pair of shoes in my locker.
Oh, I said you get the shoes too, huh?
Man, I get everything. That looks so good. My locker, I don't even know what to put on in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
Beg them for stuff.
Yeah, my boy got that drip. My boy got that drip, man.
It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna see. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The Nike get dirty. You just go switch them up, huh?
I need a new pair of sprinkles. Please hook me up. I'll have them in your locker tomorrow, huh?
You got that Alabama belt too?
Man, I got everything, man. I ain't got the belt. I ain't got the belt now. I know what you're talking about. I ain't got the belt, but I'm gonna get that though. I got to get that.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is don't start acting like Denzel.
What
I thought he had. What thought he be doing?
Yeah.
Man, look here. I'm gonna tell y'all later. I'm gonna probably.
All right.
Hey, 4 quarter tomorrow.
Yep, 4 quarter tomorrow, buddy. 2 o'clock, buddy.
Ooh, 2. They moved it from 4 to 2.
2, baby.
Oh, they good. Hey, Can you speak on your role and what you bring back to the standard back?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna direct that player development role, man. I'm helping these kids make good decisions, and just setting the standard for these guys, man. Letting them know exactly what they're supposed to look like, and having them buy into the program because they really don't know. The standard not missing, man. The standard I've been around these guys since October of last year, and they still got the same hunger we did. Of course, this generation gonna be a lot different, based on society and the things they've seen and dealt with. About George Floyd and all the racism stuff that's going on in America, which has always been around, but it was never in our face like that. Like we never really had the experience. We knew it was going on, but we never had the experience in it and where was somebody disrespecting us or kind of racial profiling us. And these guys kind of get that a lot more than we did. Even with social media, man, you got so many people clout chasing every 5-6 minutes, man. And these guys can't stay off the internet because it's all they know. And really, man, just kind of building the bridge between former and current players. Helping guys find jobs in their field of resources and careers that they want to go into, man. I actually have a logistics business. I have my CDLs as well, man. So any guys that are looking to get in logistics, I'm working on my real estate license as well. So we're just trying to bridge that gap, man, and making sure we're doing our part as a university to get guys jobs and get them back in the building and let guys see their faces, man. Because one thing about it, man, these kids be so sick in the building that have been in the places they trying to go, playing in the league and being first rounders and having the opportunity to play in Pro Bowls and become all pro, man. These guys want to chase greatness as well. Back when we was in school, man, they tell us to run through the wall. We're gonna run through the wall and ask questions later. Now these kids want to know why they got to run through the wall. And that's kind of the thing we got to do, man. Is kind of educating these kids on why we're doing certain things, and really that's the standard, man. And I asked them, exactly what kind of success they're looking for. I mean, success is a feeling, it's an emotion. And I tell them all the time, you ain't got to make up no type of, strategy to figure out what success is for you. When you walk in that building, it's quotes and verses all throughout that building that tell you exactly what the standard is and what the blueprint is to be successful. So just getting these kids to read, man, is what it's all about, man. And trusting the process, I think, is very important because, like I said, man, these guys always want to ask why they got to do a certain thing versus doing it and actually seeing the result that they can have on them as individuals. But my role is just to be advocate for these guys, man, making sure they go into class, being on time, for everything they got going on, man. And if they can follow the little things, man, and do the little things right, man, they have much success. We had a 1st and 10 with a lot of alumni that are part of big companies, man, big franchises, man. And $1 million companies, $1 billion companies, man. And it's kind of like a career source thing for these guys, man. They get the opportunity to ask questions and engage with our former players who are successful businessmen and in kinesiology, business management, sports management, man. They got to sit down in different rooms and ask questions and build relationships, man, that I think is very important, that a lot of these guys, haven't really had exposure to coming from their neck of the woods. And you got to understand, these kids probably never left their neighborhood Walmart, you know what I'm saying? And now they out in the public eye and they're all introverts, man. So we just kind of trying to break these guys up, man, and loosen them up and let them know it's okay to talk, man. And if you don't know what the hell going on, it's okay to ask questions and, kind of figure out what's next for you if ball don't work out, if you don't go to the league. And even after the league done, kind of like what's next, and not being afraid to flip that page and move on to the next thing, I think is so important for these guys. And that's kind of what we're working on, man, as we push forward to this fourth quarter, man. It's kind of getting these guys to understand the why and, trying to get them to buy into the system, which these guys are doing a great job of doing.
But I would say the biggest difference, we play with each other, dog. Our bond was so tight and so strong. So would you say it's still like that with all the guys down there?
It's not. It's getting better, of course. And like you said, the unity, man. The unity is what makes the team go. Back when I was in school, man, we couldn't do shit without checking in with Chap. Chap having at his house every weekend eating barbecue and playing. You show up, you actually was in trouble. You was getting called out that Monday. So, creating that bond from, like I said, man, a lot of these guys came through in COVID where they really couldn't do nothing. So they all became introverts, But I guess getting those guys to spend more time with each other, man, what's they doing, man? We had a golfing event last Wednesday, man. And the guys had a great time with that. So once they build that bond amongst each other, man, and know, hey, I'm from such and such, and I had to go through this. I came from a single parent home, and my mom X, Y, and Z. Once they get to know each other, man, and know each other's struggles and why they here and why they doing this, man, it make it go harder for each other, man. And that's the bond they're building right now in the fourth quarter program.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense then, because like you can see it on the field too. Like playing, like you can tell cause like even I know when I was playing, like I know Landon, I didn't get a chance to start and play with you. You know what I'm saying? But Landon knew my tendencies out there playing when I was out there. Eddie knew my tendencies when I was playing. So like you can see that's probably the difference of everything going on. Because you said they still hungry and they still, but they just have to be closer with each other to get back to what they want.
I agree with you.
Well, and another thing too, man, we got a whole bunch of good guys. And I'm saying there's nothing wrong with having a whole bunch of good guys, but y'all know, shoot, on our team, we had a couple of them guys gonna smoke some cigarettes, a couple of them Black and Miles gonna
I drank a whole fifth and come out down around 110s the next day.
Yeah. We had them type of guys, but we had those guys we respected those guys because them guys came out and performed every day too. Like them guys, and you only need about maybe 5 or 8 at the max. But 5 of those guys that's going, be late to class and you got to come get his ass up one of them days and be like, come on, bro. Like you need them type of guys that's going to show up on game day and at practice. Like, okay, all right, no matter what. But see, we had a lot of those individuals and they was hungry at the time too. But we had a lot of those individuals. I mean, shoot, Brandon Didrick got shot on Wednesday and played on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have those. We need a Tupac in the room, and we need a Biggie. We need a Machiavelli. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that. So we need a 50 Cent too.
I'm telling you, we got all those birds, dog. We got some killers in there, man. Our D line and O line, them boys off the chain, of course. And O-line. And really, man, those are guys. I mean, those are guys we go to, man. That's gonna hold it down for us, man, throughout the year. But you're right though, man. We definitely do need more of those guys. Which, like I said, man, we got a lot of them now. But once we kind of get those guys the green light to go, they're gonna handle things, man. But like I said, man, we got a good leadership team now, man. That's kind of understanding their role and their position as individuals, man. That can kind of bring the guys all together, man. And when they say something, dog, everybody gonna listen. They say jump, they're gonna say ha ha. And I feel like we got enough of those guys to set that standard, man, and make things rock out and get us back to what we've been doing and what we know.
How pleased is Coach Saban with the younger guys that came in early or that's a sophomore, you know, if you know, how pleased are him with those guys? They if
Well,
you
you know, Saban gonna take it easy with the guys that not necessarily easy, but he gonna give them a little leeway with the guys that
right,
are just coming in and kind of show them how things are supposed to be done. Now, by the time we get into training camp, he gonna be off those guys. He's gonna expect them to know what the hell they're supposed to do, when they're supposed to do it, how they're supposed to do it. That's called discipline. So right now we're kind of just teaching those guys the rope, man. All these guys are hungry. The ones that just came in, man, they want to be great. We got a few guys from JUCO, you know, they didn't eat dinner when they was at JUCO. So you know how hungry them boys be. You know, they eating 4 or 5 smoothies a day because they ain't never had a smoothie.
right.
So we got a great group of young guys, man. You know, the freshman class are the ones that take us to the ship. You know, so I feel like we got a talented group from 22 and 23 that's coming in as well, man. So,
Hey, not to cut you off, man, but you just said something. I feel like I feel like it's a different day and age for Nick too, for coach. Because I feel like when y'all first came in, even when I first came in, and Blake, I know Blake probably got it the worst in the room. It wasn't. I don't feel like I feel like coach was hard on us. You get what I'm saying? Because he knew what we could be.
right.
Like even with Daquan Menzie, like he transferred in from the JUCO, and I feel like he had it the worst because I mean he went through a lot, changed position from corner to nickel, from safety. You know what I mean? He went through, and he was probably top 3 on the team at all those positions at that time.
No
That's how
question.
talented he was. So I feel like I think it started from the head up. Like even with Nick, like I think Nick need to go back to letting the mother sucker know that hey, this is how we do it, this is how we rock. And I'm not saying that he don't do it,
Right.
but to hear that, you know, he's taking a little light on those guys that's just coming in early or shoot. If you ain't want to be there early, then you know what I'm saying, if you can't handle that heat, don't get in the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be hard on the guys, but I feel like they need that mindset for the next level. And that's beyond football. I'm talking about within life because I'm telling you, when you step outside that door, and we all know it, we all went through it. This man just took a 2-minute shower. Did you put soap on?
Yeah, but what you gotta understand too, man, it's a new generation of kids, dog. It ain't the same group of kids that we was growing up, man. Like I was telling them earlier, before you were 75 minutes late, that that the generation has changed, man. You got guys that you know have mental health issues, man. That don't know how to adapt or you know understand the why behind certain things, man. And they dealing with a lot, not just football, but from a society standpoint, man. When I talk about you know police brutality and racism, and you know seeing a guy die on his you know with a knee to his throat, like all those things play a role in these little kids' lives, you know. So don't get it twisted. Now, I just got my first ass chewing the other day, so coach ain't tripping on none of that. Like he ain't lost a step in that. He still get red in the face and be about to blow. But when I say that, I'm just saying like he giving he giving more examples to why we should be doing things instead of just going left off the dribble and getting guys to know what the hell going on.
Tell
You
me
know,
this:
like
when Coach Chuja, was it in front of everybody, or was it like just by yourself?
I was in front of the team. I was doing 4 quarter.
And I think that's good because people need to see that. You know what I'm saying, like when we seen Coach cuss people like we seen Coach cussing our coaches out. So that shit was like, oh damn, like if he gonna talk to him like that, like Coach will be harder on the coaches than he was the players. You get what I'm saying? And so we seen that shit. We were like, all right, now we ain't finna let him down, but we definitely ain't trying to get in that hot seat because once you go behind that door and that he hit that button on that door at that time when that door closed by itself, like you're like, bro, that shit over with.
Yeah, heart dropping in your ass. So you don't know what to think going in there.
So I'm happy he cussed you out in front of them, brother. Because I mean, first of all, he know that you can take it, and he know the coaches you can be. You can be the directions that you can take them players. And so with those players seeing that, like, well, damn, this man's a Pro Bowler. This man was first round. This man played on 2. Did you play on 3 national championship teams? 2.
We were supposed to go 3 people. We lost on the kick 6.
Yeah, 2 national championship teams. Like, so when them guys seeing that, that's like, oh, okay, all right. Well, coach mean business. This is
exactly. And
this
then
is
he just giving me a warm welcome. That's all. He's letting me know I'm here.
Just showing you love. That's it.
That ain't the first and ain't gonna be the last. I can tell you that now.
But we embrace that type of stuff. Like we love that type of stuff. It ain't no, oh man, I need to go find me another job. Nah, it's you know what? This all right. We learn from that, and this is the expectation. Like it get no better than Bama football to me. Period. And I done seen a lot. You know, we got recruited by everybody. So like far as like the coaching staff, how he hold the coaches accountable. At the time we was in school, how he held the academics, the fans. He'll get after the fans, after the ref, Coach Saban when we was in school. And so like that's what we was a symbol of. Like you said earlier. Yeah. Like even what you said earlier, like Coach could have told us run through a wall, would have ran through it. Shit. He would have told us slap Obama when we was at that White House. We all would have slapped his ass.
Come on, man. Would have got on his ass.
Right.
Would have been in jail too, though. But
We probably would have been in jail.
Hey, and we'll be all
get our
there together.
I'm telling you, nobody gonna
We'll
mess
all
with
be there together.
Got the money.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, man, before we close it up, can you tell us your favorite moments at Bama? Just one of your favorite moments at Bama.
Man, I had so many of them, man. I honestly say, man, I was, each and every day, man, I ain't taking for granted stepping into that building. One, because I knew where I was going, where I was trying to go and trying to be. So I never took a day for granted in that building. But, man, I honestly say every day, though, to be real with you, I ain't just saying it to say it. Like, you go to the league and you kind of, as soon as you get to the league, you're like, damn, I miss Bama. Yeah. But at the same time, I cherish every moment I had with my teammates, from us to the walk-ons, man. And it was amazing, man. Life is about, resources and I guess, creating relationships, man. That's one thing I can say I do, man. I create relationships with everybody, man. And they still hold true to this day, man. But I would say, man, just summertime, man, just grinding with the game, man, trying to hit my peak, trying to max out everything, dog, with the workouts, to the running, man, just challenging myself to be the best I could, and also pulling my teammates along with me, was what it was about, man. So I really ain't had no favorite moments at Bama, man. Everything was great to me, dog. I ain't had no bad days, probably bad moments, but I never had no bad day when I was at Bama, man. And I'm forever grateful for this place for sure.
Right. But yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on, man. We know you're a very busy guy, man, and for a lot of things that you have going on, and we appreciate you, coming on and telling us some things about you and some things that people didn't know and some things that people need to know. Before we go, we got on the 25th and 26th of April. We will be at the Paul Bryant Museum hosting a live show. And Blake, if you and Trent, and how you could too, if you guys could tell the people what y'all have going on and what y'all have coming up. I mean, how we already know what you got going on.
Work in the morning.
But if y'all could tell the people what y'all have going on before we close up shop, that'd be great.
Yeah, man.
Like Shannon Short.
First 7-on-7 this weekend. We've been working hard, man. We about to go crazy. We're gonna have another fish fry and sometime in March. So we want everybody to come out for that. Please look on my social media for the time and date. Spring ball, man. We got that coming up. Got spring ball coming up, man. And anybody do not like what they're playing, man, come to Mount Bethel,
man. Come on, Mr. Athletic Director.
Yeah, man.
No, not you.
I'm about to give you something, buddy.
AD over at, Irondale Sports, man. But man, right now, bro, me and Reggie, bro, we working on our show, man. We building it up, man. We had an honor last night. Ricky Smiley came and appeared on the show, just came out of nowhere, bro, and it surprised us. And we had we shooting the show every Tuesday from walk-ons from now on. But we on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m., man. But we had a lot of fun yesterday, bro. We just, appreciate him coming out with everything he been going through. It's just an honor, bro. But man, just being able to, and I'm gonna give some more roses, bro, because we're proud of you, bro.
I appreciate it.
We can definitely, we definitely know it's gonna be a change. We definitely know. I feel most secured. I feel Yeah, one of our owns in there, man. I feel a much more comfort, man. I ain't gonna put it in the L, but I know what we're gonna be in info this year. I know I don't want to put no jinx out there, nothing, but I listen. I know what you will hold the standard. Your standard is, and is your standard is our standard. So I get it, man. So listen, I appreciate you, bro, and I'm proud of you, bro. Take that role on, bro, and just keep building, man.
I ain't got no choice.
We're
I'm
gonna come out there to practice,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Y'all got to stop by, man. Let these kids see y'all faces, man. They love y'all, man, and then y'all get to see a glimpse of what it looked like from a Bama perspective, man. And yeah, man. HaHa's Heroes Foundation, man. Hope, education, resources, and opportunity, man. What we do, man, we go into Title I schools, man, and create reading oases, man. We supply schools with computers, laptops, iPads. 500 new school books, man, up-to-date books, man, and actually giving kids the same opportunity that other schools get to be successful, man. And that's what we're working on now, man. We're getting ready to open one here in Alabama soon. So HaHa's Heroes Foundation, man, is
I
very
see you,
near
Joe.
and dear to my heart, and it's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's important. I think the one selfish thing we can do, man, is be a servant, man. That's helping others, man, and giving back, man. That's important, man. It's always rewarding. But proud of y'all, man, and God bless y'all, man, and I pray God protects y'all from the crown of y'all head to the bottom of y'all feet, man, as y'all continue growing in life, world, man. So I appreciate y'all boys having me, man. I see y'all around.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all, man, and roll tide.
Roll Tide.
Big Roll Tide from 6. You did.